What does jazz mean?
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Jazz can mean community, means growth.
I think of all my friends, but it's kind of my world.
You know, I always got this, you know, if somebody else or something is making me feel down or like my expectations have been let down, like my music is one thing I have some control over. You know, I can, you know, I know what I can do well and what I can't, and what I can learn and what I have already learned. So
Said a lot of times they say that you don't choose music, music chooses you. It definitely, like, I don't know how good of a choice it was, but it was. I'm not sure what else I would do otherwise.
Most recent Jazz Express concert in fall 2019. Oh my God.
It like actually made me nauseous that it's been that long.
It's hard when you're like not listening to other people.
I mean, it was really just like you hit a cement wall in terms of not only performing music, but playing with people in general. It was a pretty, you know, rough shift in terms of like you were just immediately now alone.
Some of the first things people were saying, should we cancel all the ensembles? Should we not have ensembles? And we immediately went to the other way and said, no, there's a whole new world to explore.
Not just rec arts majors, but anyone who's playing right now is learning a little bit about recording.
You should probably check the phase, because I did not do that at all. I just kind of threw up a couple of mics and went like, this is good.
And you're doing stuff that you probably would never have thought to do otherwise. I've been doing a lot more tracking and stuff.
And I often tell my students, sometimes when you're learning and you're really learning, it doesn't feel so great. It may feel like you're behind. You may feel like you're stressed out. You feel like the world's falling in on you. But it's a lot of times that's what learning feels like. And I think there's been a lot of learning this year.
Just being in the house, doing all of those things was mentally claustrophobic for me.
I'm been pretty much sitting in my chair every day, all day, for almost an entire school year.
I need to do this in my room, but I'm exhausted and my bed's right there and I could take a 2-hour nap or I could get ahead on work.
So it's like, am I relaxing? Am I stressing about school? I don't know.
Everybody wants more right now. My work was asking for an extra day, and then school is demanding with midterms.
I'm doing one thing, but also like stressing about like 5 other things at the same time.
Basically, kind of like my whole last year here was not what I would have expected it to be.
When I talk to people, everybody's kind of just doing what they need to get through this.
Every time I feel down, I just like try to learn something, and then I don't feel like a complete failure, you know? It's like, it's really just taking baby steps, you know? Anything is better than nothing. So I kind of take that approach.
I had my daily doses of non-depression.
I never go anywhere without my bike and my Frisbee.
During COVID, a lot of people just get in this funk of like just sitting here staring at a wall, like, what do I do? What do I do? But because of band and this experience, it gives me a purpose.
Because even though we're not together, I can still see people and just kind of pretend that we're all right there. So
that's another part of the impact on me, is just worry about my kids like they're my kids, because they are.
We're all friends and we're all here for each other, and like we all have a really good support system.
After kind of COVID happened and we all got cut off from each other, it kind of just highlighted how much we actually all rely on each other and use each other as resources.
There was so much learning and reacting to my students on my part. It's amazing how much I've learned. I often will say that I know how well I taught something, but how much I learned that semester too. COVID, the virus sucks.
It's crazy when you put like just a little bit of faith into people, how much they can actually do.
Even if we're not playing all the time, we're still learning. Even if it's just like, even if there's no music playing at all, just talking to like Rocky and talking to Jake and everyone in there, like you learn so much, even though it's not really about music, but you learn how to get along with people and how to hang, which is super important and super valuable.
We're learning and we're growing and we're getting better at taking care of each other and understanding how each other works.
I'm always worrying about my students or this or that, or doing stuff with them, or trying to get people pushing along, helping people out. That's, you know, that's that part of teaching that I really enjoy.
It's been a really great learning experience, and it's also been a really great way for us to kind of come together and learn more about who we are.
That's that family aspect. I really care, man. I care. That's what I care.
I'm just excited to see people in person and be able to do gigs again, be able to practice as well, because being in an apartment is just really tough with a double bass.
I'm excited for the social interaction because I have been deprived.
Being able to walk on campus, go into the PAC, I miss doing that.
Like getting a yerb with your friends, or getting a coffee, or getting some food, or even just being able to sit in the grass and study or read a chapter out there, you know, do what you need to do.
But I'm so excited to be able to give people a hug, you know, and just kind of be around people.
It's sick, and that's something that I really miss.